Ever wondered why a woman, no matter how independent or confident she appears, sometimes seems to crumble under the right circumstances? It's not just about charm, wealth, or status. Women, like all of us, have deep-rooted psychological triggers, hidden weaknesses that, once unlocked, can turn the most stoic of them into someone who's irresistibly drawn to you. In today's video, we're diving deep into the top 10 female dirty weaknesses every man must know, and how understanding these subtle triggers can elevate your ability to attract and connect with women like never before. These aren't the typical dating tips you've heard before. We're talking about real psychological cues, scientifically backed insights, and strategies that go beyond looks, money, or surface-level interactions. No, attraction isn't just about saying the right words or having the perfect appearance. It's about understanding the deeper layers of female psychology, how to make her feel things she can't ignore, emotions she can't control, and desires that run deeper than you could ever imagine. The truth is, attraction is built on the psychology of both men and women. It's not just about how a woman appears on the outside, it's about her internal triggers. And once you learn how to tap into those weaknesses, those primal emotional triggers, you won't just be on her mind, you'll be the one she needs. Imagine knowing exactly how to navigate the delicate balance between mystery and presence, between control and freedom. What if you could understand the precise moments when a woman's emotions can tip in your favor without her even realizing it? Stick around. As we go through these hidden weaknesses, you'll discover how a simple change in approach can completely shift the dynamics in your favor. Get ready to take control of the game. Let's begin with number one. 1. The power of a man's touch. A woman's psyche is far more complex than most men give it credit for. Sure, we all know that looks matter, that money can play a role, but there's something far deeper, something primal, that most men overlook. It's a simple but powerful thing: touch. The idea that a woman can resist a man's words but crumble under his touch isn't just a theory, it's biological. Attraction isn't purely mental or emotional, it's also physical. And physical touch is one of the most powerful tools at your disposal. A well-timed touch on her arm or the small of her back can trigger a chain of emotional responses that will have her thinking about you long after you've left. Studies have shown that the mere act of touch can cause a spike in oxytocin levels, a hormone that promotes bonding, trust, and, most importantly, desire. This isn't about aggressive moves or trying to dominate a woman physically. No, this is about subtlety, precision, and creating a sensory experience that bypasses her logical defenses. When a man touches a woman just right, like lightly brushing her wrist or guiding her gently through a door, something shifts. She may tell herself that she's not interested, but her body has already reacted. Those subtle moments, those fleeting touches, make her feel a connection, a pull towards you that she can't fully explain. This power doesn't come from constant touching, but rather from using it sparingly, strategically. It's the unpredictability of touch that triggers attraction. A man who knows when to give and when to pull away keeps a woman intrigued. And the key is confidence. When a man is comfortable in his own skin, when he knows how to use touch in a way that isn't desperate but deliberate, a woman begins to associate him with strength. This isn't just theoretical. We've all seen it in movies. The bad boy, the guy who doesn't try too hard but knows how to touch in just the right way. A casual touch, a brush of the hand, a gentle lean in. These small actions create an emotional reaction that bypasses all her logical thinking. Suddenly, she's not just hearing his words, she's feeling his presence in a way that she can't escape. The moment a man understands the power of touch, he's not just an attraction, he's a force. He becomes someone she needs to be around. And let me tell you, that's the kind of power you want. 2. The forbidden effect. If you want to understand why women chase the men who play hard to get, look no further than the scarcity principle. This concept isn't just psychological theory, it's something deeply embedded in human behavior. The more something is out of reach, the more we desire it. And the same holds true in attraction. Think about the last time you were interested in someone. Did you find yourself wanting them more when they didn't seem entirely available? The moments when someone is a bit unpredictable, when they don't immediately give you all their attention, are the moments that create desire. Women are wired to chase what they can't have. It's not just a game, it's deeply rooted in our biology. A man who is always available, who drops everything to cater to her every whim, quickly becomes predictable. And predictability, as we know, is the enemy of attraction. On the flip side, a man who has his own life, his own goals, his own ambitions, his own priorities, is seen as valuable. A man who makes it clear that he's not just available to anyone, that he is a prize, not just an option, makes a woman work harder to get his attention. Here's the key. Make her feel like she might lose you. This doesn't mean playing games or being manipulative. It means subtly signaling that you have your own life, your own passions, and that your attention isn't something she can take for granted. The moment she feels like she has to compete for your time or affection, she will value you more. Scarcity doesn't just apply to material things. It applies to attention, to affection, to you. Women want men who are in demand, not men who are constantly at their beck and call. And once you tap into this mindset, you'll notice how quickly attraction shifts in your favor. 3. Why drama keeps her hooked. We've all heard it. Women say they want peace, stability, and predictability in relationships. But let's be real for a second. That's not always the truth. Attraction, especially in the early stages of a relationship, thrives on excitement. The highs and lows of emotions are what make the experience feel alive, what makes her feel engaged. Stability, while important for long-term relationships, is often boring when it comes to attraction. And this is where most men go wrong. They think that playing it safe and steady will win a woman over. But the truth is, women crave emotional contrast. This isn't to say that a woman wants chaos or constant turmoil. No, she wants a man who can keep her on her toes, who can spark her emotions, but also give her the stability she craves. It's about balance, keeping her guessing, but not leaving her in a constant state of uncertainty. Think of the relationships that tend to keep women the most engaged. It's the guy who isn't always around, the one who knows how to disappear for a day, then come back as if nothing happened. It's the guy who can make her laugh one minute, challenge her the next, and keep her emotionally invested through unpredictability. This isn't manipulation, it's just understanding how human nature works. The more you can create emotional highs and lows, the more you'll keep her engaged. And the best part? She won't even realize what's happening. 4. How a man's tone controls her mind. A woman's attraction is not just visual or physical, it's auditory as well. Have you ever noticed how a woman reacts to a man's voice? A slow, deep, confident voice is a powerful weapon of attraction. It conveys strength, certainty, and dominance. Women are wired to respond to deep, controlled voices because they associate those voices with power. Think about how you feel when you hear someone speak with conviction and control. It doesn't just command attention, it holds it. And the same principle applies to women. A man who speaks with clarity, pauses deliberately, and uses his tone to create anticipation will hook a woman on a subconscious level. It's not about being overly smooth or trying to sound like someone you're not. It's about being confident enough to let silence do the talking. Research has shown that women are more attracted to men with lower-pitched voices because they subconsciously associate those voices with strong genetics, confidence, and authority. It's not just about what you say, it's about how you say it. The rhythm, the pauses, the control. So if you want to keep a woman interested, don't just talk. Command attention with your voice. 5. The hidden effect of jealousy. It's often said that women are attracted to men who are wanted by other women. This doesn't mean you should go around flirting with other women to get her attention. It's about signaling that you are valuable, that you have options, and that your attention is something she has to work for. Jealousy, when used in a subtle, non-manipulative way, can increase attraction. A woman doesn't just want to feel loved, she wants to feel like she's special, but she also needs to know that other women see her value. Social proof is powerful. A man who is admired by others, who is desirable to other women, becomes far more attractive in the eyes of the woman he is pursuing. It's not about trying to make her jealous. It's about showing that you have options, that other women are interested in you. and that you aren't just emotionally available to anyone. It's a tricky balance. If you make it too obvious, it can backfire. But if you subtly signal that you are wanted, you will trigger something deep inside her that makes her fight to keep your attention. This is the power of competition and attraction.